Around the time of the fight which I detailed in the previous video, I took what could be termed as a definitive and decisive step towards starting my own business. On the face of it, nothing startling, but all the fundamental principles were there. I had used the last of my post office savings, built up from the bits earned from various daft exploits, such as low-level window cleaning, snack selling, condom trading, pool table light meter dodges, and the trading on to mates of push bikes, in order to purchase a Suzuki SB200 two-stroke twin from my mate Paul. The bike was reasonably tidy and ran well, but needed refreshing, as he termed it at the point of sale. I already had the rotted out remains of another bike of the same model, which had been given to me free if we collected it. This item was just dumped up by the garden shed and had been for some months, so any parts I needed for the now new bike were already in my possession. I swapped various components, fitted some service items, and Dad kindly took it for an MOT test, which it passed. I put an ad in the local free paper for the bike and made a sale the day it was published, doubling my money right there. A lot of 15-year-olds would have just squandered the handful of crisp £50 notes I'd been handed over, but I already knew that a bit of money in your pocket at the right time gave you leverage over others. Not letting the grass grow, I'd been told by the blokes at the bikers pub of a guy in the next town whose wife had recently left him and who needed to clear his garage and sheds of various motorcycle based remains, thus to solve the dispute. Happily, the poor man just wanted it all gone as soon as possible, so Dad hooked up my uncle's trailer to the old Ford Cortina Mark III, and we went up there. I paid what can only be termed as a peppercorn sum for the lot, leaving me still with a nice float. Two trailer loads later, I had the remains of 9 motorbikes in our garage. This haul mostly consisting of all Yamaha RD twins in various states of disassembly. As the weeks went by, and in between dodging any type of scholastic endeavour, bearing in mind I hadn't set foot on school grounds in ages by then, the roughest machine's remains were fully dismantled and the parts catalogued. I kept 2 bikes back that were more or less complete to tinker with for resale, but as a whole, it was mainly a breaking lot. Just before Christmas that year, my home tutor was reposted, making it impossible for her to come as often as she had previously done. Instead, I was to go to an education unit in the city, some 15 miles away, for a few mornings a week. This place was populated mainly by pregnant teenage girls and a few lads with various behavioural disorders such as Tourette's. I attended a handful of times, showing willing to my tutor, but really, I hated the place, and by the time the holidays arrived, I knew I wouldn't be bothering going again, no matter what was threatened. When a few weeks into the new year, the showdown came about my not attending the education unit, nor school, nor doing any of the coursework my tutor had set me, it was decided I would go with my father each day to learn about agriculture on my grandparents' 43-acre small holding, then write a summary each week of what I'd been doing. But what this actually ended up being was me rotivating my 74-year-old grandmother's garden for her, feeding the 2 donkeys each morning, and mowing the lawns assisted by Topsy the Yorkshire Terrier. Grandad having passed away a year previously, I was given the task of clearing a load of old debris out of one of his storage sheds behind the shelter. It had a smooth concrete floor which was lockable, whilst only being 50 yards from the bungalow for a bit of security. Gran, can I use Grandad's old shed to store some motorbike parts in? Now I've cleaned it out. And that's how my motorcycle breakers business got started. Hello, thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more, then please subscribe to my channel, as it really means a lot. Take care.